Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Keith Noe. I have with me Elijah Thacker and Jereme Browning. We're going to talk to Jereme about his upcoming bout at New Line Cagefighting 7, his professional debut against Steve Walden.
All right, Jereme. So you're up. You guys are two veterans. You've been in this game a while. You're both coming off losses, so this is like a redemption story for both of you. What's it mean to you to get in there and get a win?
Means the world, man. I do not like to lose. That's one thing I hate to do is lose. So this is my chance to come back and at least, you know, if this ends up being my last fight, at least I go out and win. You know, if I can make this happen.
All right. So coming off some setbacks, what have you learned? Like, what's changed?
Lots changed. I've learned the value of cardio. I was going in the last fight around 250. I thought that would be a good weight for me because I was fighting in a heavyweight class in a tournament, which you guys know. Yep. I really feel like I should have went in a lighter weight. If I'd have went in around 230, 235, I think I'd have picked up some speed. I wouldn't have lost so much power. I was so worried about losing power that I was worried about, you know, losing too much weight and too much muscle. And that's one thing I've learned. Muscle and power isn't everything. It's placement.
Yeah.
And it's consistency, and it's your win, you know. So I'm going to try to cut my weight back down, back to where I was, about 235 in the next month, and we should be good to go, man.
I think it's really smart. One of my favorite quotes of all time, Vince Lombardi said, "Fatigue makes cowards of us all." And so, you know, you going in there, gassing out, that's one of the biggest lessons you can learn. That's a game changer. So other than that, working harder, trying to drop some weight, work on your cardio, what else are you doing to get ready for this fight?
Like I said, I stick to a really strict diet. Next month, I'll probably eat nothing but chicken and spinach and brown rice, maybe a little bit of broccoli. I'm really particular about my diet. I know you guys know I used to be around 370 pounds, and I cut a lot of weight to get where I am. 3 years ago, I was almost 370. So right now, I'm sitting in my upper 250s. But it's very easy for me to cut down to the 240 into the 240 range. So I don't think it'll be that hard to cut on down into the 230s.
Yeah. What does it mean to you to get to fight in your hometown? Most of your other fights have been, you know, hours away. And then even fighting hours away, you had a big following.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I always thought that it would be the coolest thing. If I ever did I always wanted to be a pro athlete of some kind. From the time I've been in high school, I wanted to be a professional football player, some type of professional athlete. I've never had that chance. So at this point in time, I mean, I know I'm a little old. I'm going to be 39 in January, but to have the opportunity, if it is just for one professional fight, at least I've got the chance to be a professional athlete. And I want to make that count. I will do everything in my power to make that count.
Also, we talked about it's in your hometown. You're going to be a fan favorite. I already know you know everybody. Everybody knows you. Everybody loves you. Then we got Steve. We got a good guy, bad guy dynamic going on. I know everybody loves Steve too, but Steve's coming in there. He's going to be the mean guy. He's going to be talking some trash. How do you feel about that?
Doesn't bother me, man. It's one of those things. I've worked in construction and coal mines long enough. I've heard so much crap talking. I know Keith's had some experience around the mines.
Yeah.
You hear so much garbage, it just gets to the point you just kind of laugh about it and go on. You just kind of let it flow off your shoulder. Hey, come fight night, we'll see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? That's where the story really takes part. What's talked about between now and then to me means nothing. You know.
Yeah.
What happens on November 6th, what's really going to count.
Now, Steve, Steve's coming in this thing confident. He's ready to, I guess, avenge that bad loss he had in his last fight, and he's looking to come out and get a win here. He's confident, man. He's talking. I've been talking to him a lot, and he's fully expecting to come out with a win. And what do you think is going to happen on November 6th?
I mean, what I think is going to happen and what happens is two different things. I know everything in my power is going to make sure that I win. But again, man, like I said, I've seen too many fights when you're in heavyweight boxing, it just takes one shot, one screw up by one person, you're knocked out. I know that for a fact. You guys know that for a fact. I mean, it happens. It's one of those things that it's sucky, but usually when you're in heavyweight boxing, about anybody you come up against has enough power to knock you out. So it takes one screw up to get beat.
Yep.
So, I mean, all I can say is we both better be as ready as we can be. And I'm honestly kind of glad he's confident, because if he wasn't that confident, it wouldn't be a good fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have somebody come out confidently, you can just about ensure that's going to be a good close fight. I'm confident myself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I'm glad that he's confident, because I want it to be a good show. This is my hometown. I graduated where we're having the event. Even though it's a community center now, it was the high school I graduated from. So I couldn't think of any better place to have a professional debut than the high school I graduated from. I mean, in my hometown, 2 miles from my house, you know?
Yeah.
For me, it gets no better.
That's a dream, man.
And family. I know everybody in the area.
That's a dream, right
there. To me,
there.
it's a great thing. I'm really glad that we're getting to do this. I'm glad, like I said, I really appreciate Keith holding the event here, because it means a lot to me, and the community still, I don't think it's all sunk into everybody that we're having this here yet. The advertisements all haven't really hit yet. I know that, but I think there's going to be a lot of appreciation just for having the event there. You know what I mean? Because we down here, we don't have a lot of things close to home to do,
Yep.
But it's really, to me, it's a good thing to have it here, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Well, I can tell you're super excited to be fighting in front of your hometown, in front of your friends and your family. But is there a little more nerves when it comes to that? Like, do you feel like there's more pressure on you? Like, you got to deliver, you got to get this win to show everybody?
Honestly, I feel like that every time I step in the ring. That's one of those things, I didn't come when I played sports all through school. I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball. Any coach I've ever played for will tell you I don't like to lose. I hate to lose. It don't matter if we're playing here or if we're playing in front of Beckley, West Virginia. I do not like to lose.
Yeah.
So particularly being here at home, that's even more of a reason to be a little more confident and be a little more prepared, because I don't want to see it happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm sure Steve feels the same way. He don't want it to happen coming up here. Coming all the way from Georgia, I know he don't want to come up here and lose.
Yeah, he's coming up from Georgia, and he's got family right there in Hearts. His dad lives right down the road from you. So
yeah. He actually just lives a couple miles away. We talked the other evening. He's actually fairly close to me. He's not far at all.
Yeah. So Steve kind of feels like he should have a big portion of this crowd in his favor. He's got family right there in Hearts, and a lot of people coming from over in Dingus to watch him. So so he's I
don't know any of the ones over in Dingus. He just told me about his dad, which is right above me, and I know his dad. So it was kind of cool to hear that, because like I said, he's literally like a mile away from me here. So I've known him since he moved up here. He's a real nice old guy. He has a really good family. He really does.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with Steve, but just knowing who his family is, he has a really good family. They're really good people. And we kind of,
so I guess you could say this
side note. It really,
I guess you could say this fight's for the baddest man in Hearts, West Virginia.
Yeah, we could shoot for that,
There we go.
But we need to get a belt drawn up like the BMF belt.
The BMFH. Baddest mother effer in Hearts.
Baddest motherfucker in Hearts.
That'll work. But no, it's one of those things. I know you guys both know Austin Markin, and we were training a while back. And we were talking because we were having to meet in the mornings before we went to work. So we were meeting at like 6:30 in the morning to go train. And me and him had a conversation one morning. I said, it takes a special kind of person to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and come and want to punch each other in the face and be friends.
Yep.
I can't think of a better way to start the day.
Kind of person to do this kind of stuff. Keith's done it himself. He knows that. I don't know as much about you, Elijah, but I mean, Keith, from experience, I know knows the same thing I do. It takes a special kind of person to want to do this and still, not hold a grudge when it's over.
Man, I'm 38 with a bad back, and I still want to do
it. I'm 25 and I feel
I feel like I still got one left in me. I feel like, I don't know, maybe we'll see.
Let's try.
I got to get one more before I'm 40.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So you got anything else to add, Keith? I think that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, I got one question. Wilder or Fury?
What's that? On the fight?
Yeah. Who you got?
I got an answer for that one.
I got Fury, man. Fury's just a beast.
Yep.
I don't know, but I won't win, okay?
Who you got on that one, Elijah?
I think Fury my next one.
I want to out too, okay?
I'm going with Fury.
I'm a huge Fury fanboy, so
if he wins, I want him next fight.
Yeah.
I hope you guys post this to YouTube and TikTok too. So hopefully he gets to see it, okay?
Yep. I'll tell you what, I didn't see that Joshua loss coming though.
And he can fight the assessor in Lincoln County.
Okay?
There we go. You saw it coming?
I told you asked Jacob Lemaster. I told him Usyk was going to win.
Man,
Usyk is a genius. He's a genius boxer. He really is.
Who's that?
Usyk, guy that beat
Usyk?
just beat Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
He was a cruiserweight. He's one of the few cruiserweights who moved up to heavyweight and won.
The last boxing match I watched was Logan Paul Mayweather fight, and to me that was kind of a joke. Jokingly, I made a video and it never got posted, but I know you guys are familiar with Josh Player. Me and Josh made a video together calling out Logan and Jake Paul, but it never got posted. We never got that far. I was like, dude, I said, anybody can fight somebody 60 pounds less than me. You know what I mean? I mean,
everybody Jake Paul calls out is at least 2 weight classes lower than him.
Yeah, it's not a fair fight. You know what I mean? That's not. It's one of those things. It shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? You can't take a 25-year-old guy that's 60 pounds heavier, even though Mayweather was the former world champ and he's a great boxer.
Yeah.
You don't take 100.
Hey now, Steve Walden was just about to fight Ryan Carroll, and that was a nice match.
Huh?
Steve was about to fight a 145 before he scheduled to fight you.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
That was going to be our big exhibition fight.
You know what I mean? You take what you got, dude. Yep. If you like to fight, you like to fight. I mean, but in that particular case, Floyd Mayweather could fight anybody he wants, and so could Logan and Jake Paul. You know what I mean? They don't have to sit and wait on somebody to want to accept the fight from them.
Everybody wants that fight.
Yeah. They're not going to have to beg for somebody to take that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand taking people that are 50 pounds less than you. Like I said, well, I'll get off that subject because that gets me fired. That's just one of the things I don't understand.
I'd say you fight I'd like to see. Jake Paul and Speedy Markham.
Well, I tried to get Speedy to make a video. I said, you need to take Jake and I'll take Logan. I was like, I want Logan fight. I was like, I want Logan fight Mayweather. And I said, dude, I didn't see anything out of it. You know, I really didn't. Mayweather just kind of tried to stay away from him the first round or two, and then really kind of hammered him and almost looked like he was trying to hold him up to keep him from falling after it was over. You know?
Hey, I can't say anything. They'll all wear me out.
I don't know, man.
Every one of them guys will wear me out, so I can't talk any trash.
Like I said, I don't care. I crawl in the ring with Fury. It don't bother me. You know?
You'll crawl in the ring. You'll crawl out of that ring too.
I'll crawl in. There's not too many can say they get in the ring with him. You know.
Yeah. Well,
I'd have got in the ring with Tyson in his prime. Mike Tyson. It would have not bothered me at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just something about me. I guess I learned it from football. I have no fear of anything. I mean, if you get beat, you get beat. That's just part of life. You know what I mean? Why be afraid to get in there and try?
Well, you're a competitor.
If you're afraid to
you
try,
want to test yourself. You're a competitor. You want to test yourself.
Yeah. I mean, if you're afraid to try, you're never going to win. That's just how it is. You can't be afraid to try.
Yeah.
I mean, the most people that don't succeed in life is because they never started. They never tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, I hate it. So that's why I try not to have any type of fear in that kind of stuff. You know, I try to be prepared for whatever comes up in front of me. I enjoy boxing.
Talking to these younger fighters.
Yeah.
You're a guy who's come up a couple losses, like we say. But what you said there is so important. A lot of these younger fighters, they'll take a loss and they feel like it's over for them. To see somebody who's able to see that a loss isn't that big a deal, you grow from it, you learn from it. That's how you get better.
You don't grow from your wins, you grow from your losses.
Yeah.
A win
in
is
the
a
cage,
win. A loss,
in the ring, but in life.
A win is a win. A loss is a learning experience. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best
well,
way to do it. A loss is
the definition of a winner is someone who never let losing stop them.
That's exactly right. I agree 100%. But I love it, man. I really do. Keith's been around me enough when I started out. I just enjoy it. I can't help myself. It's the craziest thing because my wife doesn't understand it either. She's like, "How can you enjoy getting punched in the face?" I'm like, "I don't know." I said, "I just like it. You know, it's fun."
Hey, I hate getting punched in the face. That's why I got good at defense.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
one thing. The reason I've always liked training, the reason I've always liked doing this crazy sport is when you're in there training, when you're in there getting punched in the face, you don't have time to worry about anything else. Every other care you've got just slips away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and there's nothing else like that.
No, it's not. And everybody asks if the crowds make you nervous, if this makes you nervous, if that does. The only thing that ever made me nervous was going from a tough man event to a regular fighting event. It was a little different, you know, walking in fight by fight singles. You know, you got your own music, you got your crowd there, you know, you're closer to the crowd. It's not, you know, those other big tournament events, you're kind of herded in and out like cattle. It's not really the same. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you'll be nervous coming to the ring, especially not knowing what to expect. But once you get into the ring, it's like everything outside the ring is gone. You know what I mean? The only thing that matters is you, the other guy, and the referee that's in there. Aside from that, the hollering, the screaming, it's like it's all drowned out and there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's really, it's kind of, it's an awesome feeling. It really is.
Yeah, man, it's definitely different, man. I always got, anytime I would fight, I was scared, nervous. I guess it was just that nervous energy, man. But as soon as the bell rang, it was gone. Yeah. But yeah, I remember every time I'm in the corner, man, I'm thinking, what have I got myself into? Why am I doing this? This is the last time. I'm never doing it again. Like, this guy's wanting to kill me. Yeah. And then fight starts, and you know, all the nervousness is gone. Fight's over. You can't wait to do it again.
I love it, man. It's great. You know, I never once wondered what I got myself into when I got in the corner. Like, I knew what I was into when I stepped into the corner. That's one thing that I never had run through my mind. But what did run through my mind is how many people are here. I can't lose. You know what I mean? I can't lose. I can't lose. And when I did the two losses I did take, like, I was very upset with it. I mean, it is what it is. I honestly got beat. One guy in particular is a really good fighter. You know him. You know, he's a good dude. He really is. I have no problems losing to a better fighter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like I never had a problem losing to a better team.
Yeah.
But what I had a problem with is losing to somebody that didn't put the work in that I put in, that didn't put the time or the effort that I put in. Now that bothered me to get beat by somebody like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now I'm sure the fight your last fight, Brandon. I mean, Brandon's good, man. I mean, Brandon is deceivingly good. And
he is a good guy, man. That dude, I love him to death. Talk to him every day. We fought 2 months ago? About a month ago. And me and him talk every single day. Great guy, man. Couldn't find a better person.
Awesome guy, hard worker, good father.
It really made me happy. Like it kind of threw me off at first, but it was really it was good of him to do. Is once the fight was over, they called the fight. It wasn't a count out, it wasn't anything like that. They just called it because I'd staggered a little bit when I got up. I was up on a 4 count. But the boy walked me around the ring with my hand up. I mean, he really he is a hell of a sportsman. You know what I mean? Like I will never take that from him. He is a good guy.
Yeah.
And he's good at what he does.
He is, man. I'll tell you what, something I did, I went back and watched his fight with Mikey Mitchell. That took place at NLC 2. And I went back and watched that fight in slow motion. Man, there's just so many little things that Brandon does that people don't notice that makes him a better fighter, better boxer. And I knew he was going to do really well in that tournament he's in. I mean, I knew he had more of an MMA background, but his boxing in MMA was solid. And he's got a good chance. He's in the Final Four now, that tournament. And I think they're fighting maybe in a week or 2, but I'm looking forward to seeing how he does, man.
Yeah, I am too. I'd really like to see how he does. The guy he's fighting is really tough. I've trained with Gary Roll. The guy he's fighting. Great guy too, man. He's a former Marine.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Gary's dangerous,
man. I appreciate your service. You know, 3 times I've told you that. You know,
Gary's dangerous. Dude. Yeah, I saw him.
He got a little lighter than the first time I watched him fight, but he has lost a little weight and got a little smaller since then. But dude, he is fast. He can move. He has improved his boxing skills tremendously.
Yeah. I saw some of his fights at the I think he was in a tough man contest, man. I was really impressed, and he's just real dangerous, man. He's really explosive, and that's good. That's going to be a good fight. So
he and I have honestly been in the same tournaments so far. Every fight we've had have been together. Every fight we've had has been together. So I've got to watch every fight he's had. He's watched every fight I've had.
Yeah,
that was really one crazy thing is if I would have beaten Brandon and went to him, he and I were probably more familiar with each other than anybody else in that tournament because we'd both watched each other from day one, you know?
Yeah.
But Gary is a good dude, man, and he is very good at what he does. He's very strong, he's very fast, and he is smart.
Yeah.
And from last year at the Tough Man event to this year, his boxing skills have improved by 200%.
Yeah,
like his movements, everything. I mean, he has a dangerous hook. I will tell you that right now. He has a tough hook that he can slide that thing in there really, really fast on you if you don't watch.
Look, he's working with Pearl, right?
Yes, sir. And there's another guy, but I can't remember the other guy's name that he works with. He's from over in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him, but I can't remember the guy's name. I know Pearl because I've trained under Pearl too. So
yeah, Pearl's good at what he does, man. I've seen Pearl fight a little bit in person, and it's been a few years since he fought, but Pearl's and he knows what he's doing, man. He's heck of a fighter, heck of a coach, just an all around good dude, and he's helping a lot of these local fighters, make it from the amateurs to the pros, and I like what he's doing, and gonna have to get some more of these guys on my events here.
Made with myself. Huh?
Yeah, gonna have to get some more Pearls guys down here to fight, and hopefully January we're going to be having an all boxing kickboxing event. So hopefully we can get a few of them on that. More details will be announced soon.
That'd be awesome. We'll have a blast with that.
Yep. Well,
like I said, I'm enjoying myself, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get that light behind me. It kind of took me out of the picture, but I'm on the porch kind of walking around. So
yeah. Get away from Amber,
I
right?
see it all day at my office. Well, being the assessor, I see it all day at the office. So when I'm home, I'll pace. I like walk.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. Even though I just went and worked out 2.5 hours, I still pace.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just because I sit behind the desk all day, and I'm not used to that. I've been a coal miner for 10 years. I've done construction work for 5 years, building power lines. I mean, it's not the kind of stuff you sit behind a desk. You know, it's just. I mean, my education is in this job. My degree's in finance and accounting. I love this job. I feel like I'm good at it, but it's just not what I'm accustomed to. You know, it's still, even after a year, it's taken me some getting used to. The girls kind of laugh at me in the office for pacing circles around the office. But I mean, when you're used to being on your feet and used to doing physical labor, it kind of, you know, it's different being there sitting behind a desk. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, you know that going from coal mines to a bank. I mean, you personally know that experience, you know.
Hey, I was sitting at the coal mine too. I had a desk job.
I mean,
and then I was a truck driver.
It's a hard thing to get used to. It's not.
Oh yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like sitting all day. And it shows, man. You know, I gained 120 pounds.
Now, see, that's one reason I can't stop working out.
Yeah.
And my wife gets on to me for spending so much time at the gym. But just like I've told her, I said, I gained weight a lot faster than I lost it. So if I don't stick to my diet, if I don't go every day and do my workout, I just took a week off due to, you know, doctors telling me to stay off. And man, when I went back today, it was like a whole starting over again. I was like, good God, man, what have I done?
Yeah.
Just off a week. I was like, just a week, mate.
What's your target goal for the fight? What's your target goal for fight night? In weight? Your target weight.
I want to be 235.
235.
Yeah. I want to be. Well, let's say this. I'll be under 240.
You weigh in at your last fight. You talked about wanting to drop down from then. What'd you weigh in then?
Last fight with Boggs, I weighed in, I think, at 252, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so you're gonna come.
I bet you'll feel like a different person.
First fight, I weighed in at 248. The first fight in the tournament, I weighed in at 248, and then with Boggs, I weighed in at 252.
Okay.
So right now, I'm stretching about 260, but I was down at one point 228. I know how to cut the weight off. I just got to do it. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Especially at
all right. I got one last thing.
It's a little harder at 38 to do than it is at 28, right?
Yeah.
But
one last thing for you.
I mean, it's not something I haven't done. It's something I've actually got pretty good at. You know, when it gets down to times, not necessarily for fight reasons, but, you know, going to the beach or whatever, like going to the beach last year, I dropped down to 228. 228, I was really a little too thin. You know, that's why I think 235 to 240 range, under 240 will be perfect.
Yeah.
But
all right. One last thing. November 6th, we're going to find out who the baddest motherfucker in Hearts, West Virginia is. What's your prediction?
Yeah. My prediction is the same thing Steve's is going to be. I'm going to win this thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I'm confident going in. I'm going to work my hind end off between now and November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now, I can promise you there's nobody who will work any harder. I mean, that's just... I got people that work out with me that come down there to work with me that can tell you, dude, there is nobody, especially at I'll be 39 in January, especially at 39 years old, that's going to work this hard. But again, there's several reasons. There's several reasons I don't want to lose this fight. One, it's in my hometown. Two, I'm the assessor of the county. I'm a representative of this county. So I don't want to lose this fight. Just for the simple fact, I want to be a winner in the eyes of the county. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. Anybody that watches fights knows that it can happen.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to be by lack of effort, you know?
Yeah. So you got your hometown on your shoulders. You got the county on your shoulders. You got a lot going into this fight. And
I got 4 children and a wife in here that haven't missed a fight. Yeah. They have been to half my trainings. And I got a daughter who's wanting to get into boxing. So I've got a lot of eyes on me that really mean a lot. So
yeah,
I need to set a good example for those eyes, and that's what I've tried to do from day one. That the only reason I got into boxing was to show my oldest two kids that you don't quit.
Yeah.
Don't matter what happens. It don't matter your age. Put the work in, and you don't stop. You get beat, you get beat. If you gave it 110% and you get beat, you have nothing to be ashamed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now if you go in and get 80% and get beat, it's your own fault. You know, that's what I was trying to get through their heads, and it's a lot easier to get through to them to show them than it is just to tell them.
So you and I talked a few days ago. You know, you thinking about this may be your last one, so you can focus on helping your daughter get into it. You know, do you think this is going to be the last time that we see Jereme Browning in the ring?
Hello, man. We'll kind of leave that the question.
Okay.
We'll kind of make that as a plan, but I don't know, man. We'll save that for a month or two from now and just kind of leave some anticipation out there to find out.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, we'll ask you again.
I was thinking that when we were talking the other day, but then, today I literally sat down and came up with a whole game plan of what to do. So, it's one of those things. It all depends. My daughter's on a basketball injury right now, so kind of depends on when she's going to be ready to start boxing. So if she's not going to be ready for 6 months, I'm probably going to fight again. I'm probably going to keep going myself. But if she can start training in 2 weeks, then I may take my time and just spend with her.
Yeah.
She's a beast. I can't wait to see her in your ring too, man. She's underage. It'll take a little bit. I'm going to put her in USA boxing for a couple of years, but
yeah, man, can't wait to see her in there too.
Oh, I can't wait either myself.
And if Keith could find a way to let, he would.
She's everything I can handle. She's all I can handle right now.
Yeah.
Like I was embarrassed that a 14-year-old girl was that hard on me.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a very strong girl, but again, she's got my genetics. She's my daughter. It's one of those things. She gets it from somewhere. So, and she is just like me when it comes to losing. She does not like to lose. She goes into fits, and she will extremely work her butt off to not lose.
Yeah.
No matter whether it's softball. Well, again, she played half a basketball season, a whole softball season, and was in AAU when we found out she had a torn ACL, torn quad, and a busted kneecap split down the center. She caught a whole softball season like that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
She's a beast. She has a real high tolerance. She does not stop. She takes that after dad. I mean, they always say the first girl is the female version of their dad, and that's I'm sorry, man. I told Amber, I said, I'm sorry. I said, she's mine. She's definitely mine.
She's tough, man. I'm pretty sure I fouled her out when I was refereeing a few games basketball a few years ago.
She's only fouled out a couple, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was when I was reffing.
Yeah. Well, I was joking with her. I was like, Keith shows back up. I said, he fouls you out. I said, let me know we're going to talk to him. I was like, we'll have an MMA fight on the floor.
Well, hey, Jereme, man, I appreciate you coming on. And
I know you did. I know you did umpire. Well, I know you did umpire in softball a few times.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. And we're gonna get this. We're gonna get Steve tomorrow, and then see what his thoughts are on everything. And everybody, our tickets are on sale online. Jereme's got his own link. If you want to buy from him, you can go straight to newlinecagefighting.com. Paper tickets will be here probably next week, and we're going to have the Chapmanville High School girls team are going to be selling tickets and as a fundraiser. And it's going to be an awesome night, man. The first time MMA has ever been to Hart, possibly the first time boxing's been there. I don't know. Yeah,
this is the first time in Lincoln County. Period.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not the last. We want to be back. But guys, thanks for being on.
Hey, if you don't care, can I give a couple shout outs real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
One is to my wife and kids, all 4 kids. They're my biggest fans. I mean, they literally stick with me no matter what happens. 2 is IBW 317. I'm a proud union brother there. And again, I'm the assessor in Lincoln County. So thank everybody in Lincoln County for coming to support.